What's up guys, Simply Coco here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another speed build using the Eco Lifestyle expansion pack. I almost said stuff pack. I don't know why. There's so much stuff in this pack, it couldn't be a stuff pack. But today we are doing a tiny home. So this is the tiny home that I promised. It is for the Castillo family. Their video came out yesterday. It was just a little 4-minute video of me creating them. I think every single one of them is absolutely beautiful. They're beautiful Sims. I did get I think I got the dad and the mom off the gallery, but I kind of changed them up a little bit myself. If I remembered who created them, I would shout you out. Sorry about that. I'll make sure I do that in the future. But yeah, they are beautiful Sims. So check out that video if you haven't. It's just yesterday's video, so it's the one posted right before this one. But this is a tiny home, if I haven't said that already. Tiny eco home at that. It's fully functional. Sorry, I don't know what that was. I got a lot of things in this build. It's jam-packed full of stuff, and everything's functional. And yeah, and I think that's kind of like the goal almost with tiny homes, or at least like that's what people like to see, is for you to like fill up a tiny home with as much stuff as possible. And I really feel like I accomplished that with this build. Not to like toot my own horn or anything, but yeah, it comes out to be really cool, you know, in my opinion. Everything works. Like, I put this tinyliving high table right here, and I didn't think they were going to be able to walk into the small living room area, but like, no, everything's fine. Speaking of tinyliving, this is a restricted pack build. I am using base game, tinyliving, and eco lifestyle only. So if you don't have very many packs, or if you only have those packs, this will be a great build for you. Even if you have all the packs, this would be a great build for you. But I put this on the gallery already. I put it up not yesterday, but the day before that, I believe. And it's already like, it's kind of blowing up on my gallery page. It's not my most popular one yet, but it's like, it's climbing. Like every time I go and check it, like 20 new downloads. And that's crazy because like I've never had that much traffic on my gallery page that fast. But yeah, if you want to get this lot, my gallery ID is simply Coco_94. And as usual, and with most people's builds, just make sure you turn on bb.moveobjects before you place it, so things don't disappear. I am in love with these windows. It took everything, these kind of like these like square bay windows. It's taking everything in me not to use them everywhere. Like, you don't see me do it on camera, but I kind of changed up. Oh no, I think you did see me. I kind of changed up the front of the house so that it didn't have all the same windows. But yeah, I end up liking how it ended up. I really liked this hanging, like, what is this called? Like pots and pans thing. But then I realized that I made the upstairs a loft, so there's no roof above this right now. So later on, you'll see that I end up going to change that. And also all the lights that I put in the living room, because they're hanging from nothing. Yeah, I just put an eco lifestyle rug in this little corner. This is where I'm realizing it right now. I put the eco lifestyle rug in that little nook corner. I couldn't fit a bookshelf there. You saw me try, so that's why I put the tiny living kind of cluster of books in the bay window, so they would just have to go grab a book from there, and then if they wanted to go sit in that nook to read it, they could. That also leads to the backyard. The backyard, I do last, obviously, or not obviously, it's just what I do last, and I really enjoy the backyard of this build. I am not the best at doing backyards. I find them to be tedious. Sorry if you can hear my dog playing with his toy. I feel like I'm apologizing for my pets every single video. But Yeah, I find backyards to be kind of tedious just because I never know what to do in them, or what items to put, or how to landscape them, or stuff like that. But this is probably my most favorite backyard I've ever done. I won't talk too much about the family because I did that in the last video when I created them. But just a quick little reminder, the dad is in the military, I would imagine, and the mom is working on her own fizzy drink company. So maybe she just works out of the house for the time being, and she's trying to open up a business, a building, or something. But that's her thing. And then they have a son and a daughter. The son is a child and the daughter is a toddler. So this is the parents' room right here. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a master bedroom. I guess so, because it's the parents' room. But at this current moment, there's no way to get into the toddler's room because there's a couch in the way. So what I end up doing is just moving their dresser over and putting like an archway into the toddler's room. So maybe like originally that toddler room was a closet for the master bedroom, or an ensuite for the master bedroom, and they made it into the toddler's room. So that's how I kind of handle that. You'll see me fix that here in a second, because I do the toddler's room right after this room just because it was right next to it. I'm absolutely loving putting things on these windows just because they suit that so well. I kind of wish that the Sims team would have put slots on these windows. Excuse me, because it just kind of makes sense in my opinion. And then I wish they would have made some curtains for the longer version of the ecolifestyle windows, just because none of them really fit on there. And alt placing curtains is really tedious, and sometimes it doesn't work because the curtains like to snap to the windows. But that's neither here or there. But yeah, this is the toddler's room. I loved putting that unicorn in the window. I guess it kind of doesn't make sense because you can't see it because of the curtains. And then like me, if I was a kid living in or sleeping in this room, I would not like that big old teddy bear staring at me while I was sleeping. But yeah, it's The Sims, so who cares? But that tiny living dresser does not stay in here because when I went to play test it, the toddler could not get to her bed. So I just delete the dresser and the paintings I put on top completely. So it's not there at all on the gallery. So I imagine they keep the toddler's clothes in their dresser that's in their room. And then now I'm doing the kind of loft area. So this is where the son sleeps. I used the ladder. So excited. It's not the first time I've used it, but it's kind of like the first time I've used it in the most practical of ways, if that makes sense. Like I used it in my my single mom container home build, but it just kind of led up to an outside kind of lounge area where there was really nothing up there to do. But this one actually leads to someone's room, so like they'll use it more frequently. So I was excited to get to use that. I went with this darker color scheme for his room, with some pops of yellow and orange, just because of that yellow pillow on the bed. That bed is from ecolifestyle. Build and buy in this pack is absolutely fantastic. There will never be another build in my whole entire existence where I don't use something from this pack, unless it's another restricted pack build that's not ecolifestyle. But yeah. So now I'm just doing the landscaping. I don't know why I didn't do the landscaping first. I think it's because I was trying to make sure I got the floor plan and everything correct. Since I was going with a tiny home, I just wanted to make sure I had the floor plan down and everything was going to fit and all of that before I did the landscaping. Normally I would do the landscaping before moving on to the interior, but I really, really enjoy this landscaping. I would say this is probably some of the best landscaping I've ever done as well, because it's simple yet effective. I don't know if that makes sense, but I really, really enjoy it. And it makes sense for the lot itself, like how these hedges are kind of surrounding this front porch area. And then these are on the other side, just so the other side doesn't look empty. And then I do go back and put some plants under the tree that's in the front and in the backyard. Yeah, so you see that I put solar panels on the roof, and then I end up going and putting wind turbines kind of surrounding the garden areas. Yeah, I'm doing that now. These things break, so they need to be able to access them. The solar panels break as well, but with the solar panels, obviously they're on the roof. So in order for you to fix the solar panels, you would have to go and build and buy, put it on the ground, have your sim fix it, and then put it back on the roof. Tedious, but I mean, have them upgrade it or cheat to have it upgraded some kind of way. I don't know. And then you're fine. But yeah, again, this is a tiny home. It's a tier 2 tiny home. I'm not sure of all the benefits that comes with the tier 2 tiny home. So you can see it at the top of the screen. It's a max of 64 tiles, but I'm using 62. But the tier 2 tiny homes have all the same benefits as a micro home, except for the plants don't grow as fast. And there's one other one that you don't get in a tier 2 tiny home, but that you do get with a tier 1, which is the micro home. But as you can see, I did put the water collector. There's the mom's fizzy machine. I put the bugs. The reason why I put the bugs is because the mom is a vegetarian, so she doesn't eat meat. So I assume she's going to be the one that eats the little buggies. Absolutely obsessed with this little gardening item that I'm about to place. Excuse me. It's so cute, and I kind of wish it was a functioning item. Like, I kind of wish it was another version of the flower arranging table, but I'm pretty sure it's purely decorative. That item right there that I just placed, it's so freaking cute. But I put that little awning back here that is also from ecolifestyle. I put the craft table that's from ecolifestyle. I know that awning doesn't necessarily have a full roof, so if it rains, that craft table will get wet, but I assume the kid just brings the crayons and stuff in and out as he uses it. So at the front, I was like, okay, what am I going to do with the front porch? Because it's just empty and there's a whole door leading out. So I kind of took a page out of EA's book with the kind of the crane lot that's in Port Promise, which everyone has been saying is probably the best EA build that has ever been, and it really is. It's really great. And there's a dining table out of the front of that build with a whole bunch of different chairs, a whole bunch of different types of chairs around it, and just some fruit bowls on the table. So I kind of stole that idea for this build and gave them a 6-seating table with all different chairs. I eventually go and change one of the chairs to a toddler chair. But yeah, that is the Castillo house. It's a tiny home, tier 2. I really hope you enjoyed. The screenshots are definitely rolling, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!